So we live now. So I gotta wait till people get on so I can test this bad boy.
Oh, let me push mute.
Let's see how it's gonna go. Okay, let me see. Hey, y'all make sure y'all tune in. This your boy Smash. I'm testing some things with this live and adding people on. That's why that number up for if you want to be able to join the live so I can see what's going through while I learn most steps on my live broadcast because I'm the engineer as well. So right now we finna talk about this situation with the Reesa Teesa and go in about that for a hot second. We're gonna let a few more people get on first. Oh, by the way, uh, I got your girl Chastity on with me because she knows a lot about this. It's a 50 series, right? Chastity? Chastity, I can't hear none of you saying.
Oh, I was
Don't get
saying that
nervous
it's
now. You muted the phone and all kind of. Don't get nervous now.
no,
Now
I
what?
muted.
So what's going on
I
there,
muted
Tim?
my phone so I can find my whatchamacallit. But no, it's 52 videos
So
that
oh, it's
she
not 50,
made
it's 52.
within the series. 52.
Oh, okay. Well, see, but I know you go. I know you have a clear thing on it too. And see, guys, I also looked at some of it. So it's so long. It had to take down there. How long do it really take to watch that whole thing? About 2 weeks? I mean,
Honestly, you could go a whole work day watching it. All 8 hours.
and it's gonna be a lot of people that's not familiar with it. So I'm finna run a clip. I'm finna run a clip right now to get y'all on it a little bit so y'all can understand what was going on. Cause she done went viral on TikTok. I mean, millions of views on. She went from like 100, 200 followers. She has over 3 million followers on TikTok right now. Done got a page verified, all kind of stuff. So I'm finna, and for the people that's not familiar, I'm give you a chance to be on the same page with us because I'm finna run like a couple minutes of this video real quick so you can kind of be on the same level.
Please excuse the hair, but here is part one of Who the Fuck Did I Marry? So I met my ex-husband around March 4th of 2020. We met on Facebook dating site, and we also matched on Hinge. I did not realize that he was on both under two different names. So one was his actual name, and the other one was a variation, like a nickname that he called himself. Different pictures. So it was a running joke between us. Oh, you ain't even recognize that you had matched with me on Hinge. No, I didn't. And also that should have been a red flag. By the way, you will notice in this story, I called it the United Nations of red flags. It is so many red flags that, I mean, you would have thought I was colorblind because I ignored all of them. So anyway, back to the story. We met around March 4th. We exchanged phone numbers. He called me and we talked on the phone for the first time. In the first phone call, he told me that he had just moved to Georgia from California, from San Diego. His job had transferred him because he was being transferred in as the new regional manager for a major condiment company that is based here in Georgia. I'm not going to say the name. And so we also talked about his childhood. He told me he grew up in Philly. He's from Philly. Both of his parents were deceased. This is the first phone call. Both of his parents were deceased. His father was a Philadelphia police officer. His mom was a teacher. He also told me he briefly lived in Augusta with his family. He had 2 brothers and 2 sisters. He also had 2 half-brothers on his dad's side. First phone call. So I'm just giving you guys the backstory. This was the first phone call we had. So we talked about family, we talked about friends, we talked about our jobs. At the time, I was working at Georgia State Patrol. And he knew this, and he just thought that was like, wow, so you work with troopers all day. Yes, I did. Also in that phone call, he explained to me that he used to play football. He explained that he used to play arena football. I know nothing about arena football. I know about NFL. I know.
Okay. Now, so now, she was just explaining. Like I said, this is me testing the live out, guys. So don't get too involved in too much stuff. I'm testing the live out, trying to see how I'm finna be adding people to these calls and have everything going. But we have to have something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So basically, she just narrating to her getting married. So what you think, Chastity?
Honestly, the desperation is so loud. Like, it's red flags in this first video. She said, one, they met on Facebook and a dating site, Hinge, right?
Right.
So, and she said he had 2 different names. Red flag number 1, very beginning. Then she's saying he used to play arena football. Like, how old are we? At our big age, a man still mentioning arena football.
Yeah, he got her with that one because
Oh my God.
he got her with that one. But and a lot of people, I'm gonna play some more of this video. A lot of people, I get that all the women that I see saying he's a narcissist. I'm like, dang, y'all sure judge that man real quick. But see, this is the thing about it. See what they say? They caption say Reesa Teesa's ex considers taking legal action against her over who the F did I get married to. It's a reason why that's on her, guys. There's a reason why that's on her. Because he feels like what he feel like that some of that stuff is not true, or
It's basically a defamation of character is what he's saying. Later on, y'all will hear how, like, he really does have mental issues. And also, like, we need for people to stop using the N-word, narcissism, so loosely. Like, y'all don't be having the credentials to be telling people that they are narcissistic. Most narcissistic people that are calling people narcissistic end up actually being the narcissist person.
And you know there's some truth behind that, because it's a lot of women that love to call men narcissists. And I had to tell one person, I said, hey, you sound like a narcissist trying to say somebody else is a narcissist because they told me what the person was doing. But I was like, but you the one sound like a narcissist. But women don't want to be felt. Women feel like, I think they think it's a gender thing, like a male or female thing. Honestly, I really do think females always say that a man's a narcissist. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. But let me play this other video, Rick. Let me play the
about college,
other video.
Go Dogs. But I don't know anything about arena football. So he explained to me that he used to play arena football. He used to work at Apple in the off season of arena football. And I remember thinking on that phone call, oh, okay, like, good for you. I don't know anything about arena football. And I believe I did tell him that. I don't know anything about arena football. That'll come into play later on. So he told me, I just moved here. My job is paying for my housing and they're helping me to look for a house. He was like, right now I'm in Gwinnett County, but I'm trying to look for a house. Ideally in Atlanta, like Brookhaven, Sandy Springs. He was like, I really would like to move out there. And so I thought, that's great. You're looking to get a house. You just moved here. He was like, I don't really know too many people here because I spend all my time at work and, this job is really demanding. So that was our first phone call. We talked more. He talked a lot, which took me by surprise because I'm not really used to men talking more than me. He eventually asked me out on a date. Our first date was set for Saturday, March 7th, 2020. He asked me what was my favorite restaurant. I said Cheesecake Factory. And so we agreed to go out at the Cheesecake Factory in a location that was in between. I lived in Clayton County at the time. He lived in Gwinnett County. I realized that if you don't know anything about Metro Atlanta, that makes no sense. But basically, we lived about 45 minutes apart. So we agreed to meet at the Cheesecake Factory over at Perimeter Mall, which is in an area, Sandy Springs, Dunwoody area. I was excited. Like, I called my friends and was like, I got a date, blah, blah, blah. We'll see how it goes. First conversation.
Say, she was crunk on that. What? I got a date. So listen, I got a few people saying he was schizophrenic. He had mental issues that's beyond narcissist. I got a person that say, let's go back to meeting people the old way. We got, I'm going to say y'all names. I'm sorry. Toya said that about the schizophrenic. Diane said that about the let's go back to the old way. Jacqueline said, taking the time to make, listen to this, y'all. This some real stuff. Taking the time to make 50 videos about a guy who lied to you is narcissist behavior. Everybody has been through the same thing she has, men and women alike. Oh,
Everybody.
She dropped a jewel, didn't she?
Pack up, girl.
That's a jewel she just dropped. For real. But y'all got to understand, because I thought the same thing. What Michael say, I know that your problem will not be mine. Wayne said that's prime COVID time right there. So y'all think that, so you think the COVID is really what escalated that relationship? What you think, Chaz? And if you would like to be on this live, text that number right there, and I'll send you a link to be on live, add you to this live. So what you think, Chaz?
I mean, it's possible COVID played a major part in like the way things went so fast, but I was taught if a man is trying to move in with you, he homeless. So I honestly thought he been homeless this whole time, talking about he looking for a house. He lived in efficiency or wherever he lived at, and he was trying to move. And then he ended up moving in with her. I was taught if a man move in with you, he ain't really have nowhere to live in the beginning. It's giving homeless.
So you saying he was a nomad?
She desperate too. Did you hear her? She said, eventually he took me out. And then she said, I called my homegirls and literally bragged that this man is taking you out. Like, sis, you not used to men taking you out.
Say
it's giving desperate.
Tanika said, listen, she was happy and fell for a hard, massive liar. And then Dwight said, man, I think she lying.
Like, who is holding her accountable? Nobody's holding her accountable. Everybody's just like anti-Legion, whatever his name is, anti-Jerome, whatever he want to be called. And they like, oh my God, Reesa Teesa, that's my homegirl.
But let me tell you this. Do you think that people that went through the same thing she went through can relate to it? That's why they on her side like they are and not able to hold herself accountable because they done went through something similar. See, that could be it too.
That's a form of trauma bonding. So most definitely, yes, that's what it is. Like, it's so many people that can relate to her.
So basically, people are being biased with the situation.
And is.
So let me run the next clip of this video. Y'all listen up.
First conversation was good. Hopefully he looks like his pictures, because that's always an issue with online dating. Hopefully he looks like his pictures. So on my way to our date, I took 285, and literally right before I got to Boulder Crest, the exit for Boulder Crest, I heard a boom and I lost control of my car. Thank God that well, not thank God, but I knew what to do. So I did not crash, but my tire blew out. So I called him and I said, hey, I'm so sorry, but my tire just blew on 285. I'm slowly making my way off the exit. I believe I pulled into a Chevron gas station. And I said, I got to get this fixed. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm a damsel in distress kind of thing. He kind of paused. He got quiet. And he was like, tell me exactly where you are. Drop your pin. So I dropped the pin. And he came to the gas station. Got out the car, and I was so relieved that he actually looked like his pictures that I was like, oh my God, he's actually attractive, because he's like 6'4", 6'5". Oh, also, man, I apologize. So let me go back to the first conversation. Let me add something. He did tell me in the first phone call that he was divorced, and that his ex-wife, she had 2 children, a boy and a girl, who were teenagers, young adults. I think the girl was about 20, and he said that he had a very close relationship with his stepkids, but that he and his ex-wife had divorced because she cheated on him out in California. And so coming to Georgia was a new beginning for him. She was still out in California. The kids were still out in California. And so, he was like, I can't stand her, but I still want to be in the kids' lives. I have to put that in there because that will come back later. So this is just setting the stage. Again, that first conversation we talked about family, job, friends, how he ended up in Georgia, me being in Georgia, the things that.
Okay, listen. So now a lot of people say, now this is my theory on something, and I'm finna say this, and we gonna have to just think on this one. When you wake up in the morning to go to work, to go somewhere, and your tire is flat, that's a sign you don't need to go, right? True? Do you
The
agree with that,
facts.
Chastity? I want to do
Definitely.
people in the comments agree. So I always felt like if it's a reason why something pop up like this, flat, can't find my keys, the keys gone or whatever, I feel like it's a reason for that. Now, this is the situation with her. She had a sign that the tire went flat. That's a sign from the jump. But I felt like he was 10 steps ahead. He finna earn his cool points, and he finna come change that tire. So all that out the window, and guess what it did? It worked. Did it not work for him?
Is that
Legion
what we
really in the
call
dope.
manipulation? Manipulation? Was that what that was?
Listen, I said reason. Legion really in the dough after he did it. It's over. Huh? Right or wrong?
Nah, he did. He with her most definitely.
He got it on lock. She was like, oh, it can't. Oh, he looked like it. Oh, he really got it on lock when he did that. But that's the steps you got to do. You got to go that extra mile to please a woman, and that's what he did, right? So what was wrong with him going the extra mile to please her?
Listen, I ain't saying nothing was wrong with what he did. It was her acting like she ain't never like. I mean, like that's what men are for. They supposed to change the tire.
But
She's just so
something.
like desperate and too excited
And
to
see,
receive treatment from a man.
Sharita said he saw a sucker and he licked it. I don't know why it's such a topic.
Facts. I might have to use that.
She said he saw a sucker and licked it. I don't know why it's such a topic. Boy, say.
I'm
But
using that.
but y'all gotta understand this thing went super duper viral. Her giving you step by step of what's going on. But from that first video, you already know that she would go accept anything, especially with that tire. The dude already showing her what can I say? He already showing that his initiative that he trying to get with her. And then he come change her tire when she have a flat. She didn't even have time to think, like, man, I ain't finna even, man, it
Yeah,
must be
it turned
something.
her on, honey. She was
Yeah,
turned on.
so she didn't even get a chance to think, like, man, this might be a mistake. Don't even meet this dude. I ain't gonna even call him. Cause you know me, I was like, man, I ain't finna call her. Man, it's a reason why. She must something ain't
You
right.
know what else I was wondering, Smash?
What?
Like she keep on saying she was like, I hope he looked like his pictures. Did they not like when was this? Like, did they not have FaceTime?
See, that's why people need to go back to the old way of dating sometime. Now, don't get me wrong. We done got lazy as a society now. We done got lazy and don't want to go nowhere to meet nobody. But then it's also done got dangerous out here too. So I can understand. So that was the first time really just meeting them, one on one like that. So for him to
But
come to
that's
change,
slow. You got
man,
Facebook Messenger, like the you can video chat on Facebook Messenger, video chat on Instagram. You can even video chat on Hinge. So how you never y'all never have FaceTime interaction? It's weird.
maybe because it was had happened during COVID time 2020 and they had to have their mask on and didn't want to see each other.
Boy.
I don't know. I don't know why she didn't see, but still, even on the FaceTime, people, well, you got to see them in person. You got to make sure all their
Man, on
legs work.
FaceTime, there's no filters. Right now, me and you, there's no filters on this thing. So FaceTime is legit. Like, you can see somebody's whole body in FaceTime. You can't pretend to be somebody else on FaceTime. They got filters on Instagram and
Detricia said,
Facebook FaceTime.
Detricia said she ain't get paid for it on TikTok. They banned her account for 30 days. Okay, I'm out.
Facts. They sure did.
But still, she done. You know what's better than even getting that money though? She still
them endorsements.
The endorsements. She can get a movie deal, and guess what else? She got 3
Oh,
million.
Tubi said they gonna pick it up.
She got 3 million plus followers, y'all. She ain't have but 200.
That means that's continuous engagement.
See, she ain't have but 200 when she first started. She got 3 million. So it really benefited her. Even if she don't get the money, I know she still want the money, and I still try to get the money. Even though everything you put out now finna hit millions, just off of talking about your ex-husband. Let me play this other video. Hey, y'all tuning in? Okay. Michael said, I talked about him so bad I almost got fired. Oh, Tanika said something. You ready? You ready, Chaz? Tanika said,
what she say?
He ain't had no FaceTime on that Obama phone. Ooh.
Obama phone.
Maybe that's what it was. He might didn't have
But
it.
he had Hinge though, y'all. She said she met him on Facebook and Hinge. Hinge has built-in video calling.
How the hell you know, Chastity?
Because I read on TikTok. So TikTok comments is putting you on game. Like, listen, you put something on TikTok, they finding out everything. You hear me?
So everybody just know everything now.
Yeah. You want to find something out, put it on TikTok.
Let's run this other video. Y'all listen up.
That, I would think people talk about in their first conversation. All right, now back to the tire blew out. So he shows up to the gas station. He changes my tire, which I just thought was the sexiest thing in the world. And then he proceeds to say, hey, I found a tire place around the corner. You need to get another tire. Like, you can't drive on this donut. So he followed me to the tire place and then helped me get a tire, paid for it. So I was definitely like, wow. And so the vibe was good. So anyway, I get the tire fixed. We follow each other to the Cheesecake Factory over in Perimeter. We hold hands walking into the Cheesecake Factory. So in my mind, I'm like, this is just this. Oh my God, I had butterflies. That's the look of a woman who had butterflies. So I had butterflies. And we go in, there's a long wait, and so we sit outside and we just talk, and the conversation's great. And this is where he tells me what it is he's looking for. He tells me, you know, I believe at the time he was 42. He was like, I want to get married and it be for real. He's like, my parents were married 40 plus years before my mom passed away, and I want that. I want marriage, family, a house. Like, that is what I want. He was like, I'm as a man, I'm ready to get married, but I want it to be for real, because the first time, you know, it really hurt me when she cheated on me. So he's telling me everything that I wanted to hear. And so he was like, what is it that you want?